How's it going, everyone? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a spectacular day. If you guys would please give this video a thumbs up. If you guys do enjoy it, subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos. And I do stream from time to time on Twitch at Douglas447. Highly encourage you guys to go over there, check it out. I stream things like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, Destiny 2, Starfield, X-Defiant. I am planning on covering Delta Force when that comes out soon, along with Black Ops 6. And of course, I will be covering the Starfield Shattered Space DLC when that drops very, very soon. But I wanted to do a special video for you guys talking about Transformers 1. This is going to be my non-spoiler review. I do have a very lengthy review that I'm currently working on that's going to dive into some spoiler territory. But I wanted to talk about Transformers 1 without spoiling anything and talk about the 5 reasons why I think it's the best film in the franchise. I honestly think this film even tops the original 1986 movie, which I have seen twice. First time I was like, oh, you did not just kill Optimus and every other G1 Transformer ever, because Hasbro's like, we need to make more products and we can't do that if we have all these other things. I hate that movie today. I still hate that movie after watching it twice. If you guys want me to watch Transformers 1986 again and review it, let me know in the comments down below. But back to the topic on hand. Transformers 1 is a film that I had absolutely zero anticipation for. You guys know me. I love me some good Transformers. If you've been watching my channel for the past several years that I've been on YouTube, you guys know I love Transformers. The Michael Bay verse of the Transformers films, they have certain parts of them, certain qualities that I enjoy. But the biggest thing that I've always hated about the live-action Transformers movies, not so much the fact that it's Transformers on Earth, but it's Transformers with humans. And a lot of the Michael Bay films focus way too much on the humans and less on the Transformers, even though it's called Transformers. This is Transformers 1, and the first thing I want to talk about, the first reason I want to talk about is the fact that this film focuses on the Transformers. Okay? This film focuses on the Transformers, and the biggest way they're able to do that is it takes place on Cybertron, and there is no humans involved. Yes! Seriously, I have been dying for a Transformers movie that focuses solely on the Transformers that we all know and love, especially Optimus, Megatron, and Bumblebee, without human interference. We don't have any, oh, I need to get this date. Oh, I want to bang this hot chick. Oh, look at these little booties. And oh, look at these college rooms. And I'm having sex with this sexy Transformer in disguise. And now we're going to the moon because there's some sort of secret on the moon. And now we have the Dinobots. And we've got some sort of Knights of the Round Table confusing nonsense with fire-breathing dragon Transformers. The Michael Bay verse hurts my head when I think about it out loud. This film, however, it's very basic. It is the origin story of how Orion Pax becomes Optimus Prime. It's the origin story of how D16 becomes Megatron, and how and why those characters go from being brothers in arms, basically. They're friends, they're brothers, they're comrades, and how one stays good and how the other goes evil. This film just focuses on the Transformers, and it does a great job in that. Second of all, the thing that I was scared about when I saw the trailer is I was like, okay, this is Transformers, but it's going to be kids-friendly only. And, you know, that's what Transformers always has been, but the trailer kind of screamed, okay, this is meant for like a 3-year-old, not a 7-year-old kind of humor, if that makes any sense. A lot of people, I think, are not going to want to see this movie because the trailer makes it look too kiddie, too stupid, and I think people won't go and see this film because of that fact. I don't think the trailers do the film service, if that makes any sense. If you've seen the trailers and you're like, I think I'll pass on this, I would say the trailers do a disservice to the film. The film is way better than the trailers make it out to be. The humor in this works really well. It's not over the top. Now, some of the humor is, subjective and it may not work for you. But for me, I think it worked really well. It meshes really well with the serious tones. It's put into places to help break up the dark, serious moments that happen in the movie. Third thing, and you guys know for a fact, this is what kind of makes a movie either get above a 5 or under a 5 for me when it comes to my rating scale, is character development and character arcs. There is so much time in this film that is spent on just a certain group. The film focuses on giving development and character arcs to Orion Pax and D16. Primarily, the film focuses on these two characters, but it also does give you time with Sentinel Prime, B, who becomes Bumblebee. I can't remember the Transformers name at the moment, but whatever the pink robot is that's played by voiced by Scarlett Johansson. Orion Pax. You just get there's a sense of focus on just a smaller group of characters instead of having 50 Transformers and 50 humans in a Michael Bay movie, and none of them get any depth or evolution. In this film, Transformers 1, you get depth, you get evolution. It feels like when you're watching this 2-hour movie, you feel like there's a certain progression, not just with the story, the plot, the world, the lore, but there's a progression of the characters. And obviously, if you've seen anything else related to Transformers, you kind of have a knowledge base of what's coming, but how you get to that finale works really well. Fourth thing I want to talk about, the voice acting. Okay? The voice acting in here is phenomenal. I know a lot of people are like, really? Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime instead of Peter Cullen? I was skeptical about that as well. However, I think Chris Hemsworth does a phenomenal job as Optimus Prime. Especially when he's Orion Pax. It kind of makes sense that it's not Peter Cullen. I would have preferred that it was Peter Cullen when Orion Pax transforms, no pun intended, transforms into Optimus Prime because of the events in the film. But Chris Hemsworth does a great job as Orion Pax. And when there's that moment, and this is the same thing with the actor that voices D16 going into Megatron, when Orion Pax becomes Optimus Prime, Chris Hemsworth, you can tell the voice changes. Everybody has range in this film. When you got those two characters that go from being lowly minors into becoming Optimus Prime and Megatron, that moment when they switch to their main roles that we all know and love, the voice actors also change. They change their tone and they do sound like the characters they're actually voicing. Fifth and final thing I want to talk about is the finale. It sticked the landing. Like I said, I think the ending is perfect. It concludes the main plot that the beginning of the movie sets out. It ends everything in a very satisfying conclusion. And then you do have a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene that teases a sequel. It wraps everything up, but then it doesn't leave the door open. It just teases what's to come because it leaves the end of the film shows you the birth of the Autobot and the Decepticon factions that we all know and love from the Transformers universe. And I think it did a great job just being a Transformers movie. Like, if you don't know anything about Transformers whatsoever, I think you're going to be able to enjoy this film. I watched this in a theater with like 20 kids behind me with their parents, and they were all enjoying it. They were like, yeah, this is really cool. So I think this is kind of one of those films that's going to get kids that are like, 7, 8, 9 interested in learning more about Transformers. I think this will get, people invested to watch the original Transformers movies and shows, might get them interested in watching Transformers Prime, which is my favorite iteration of Transformers as this TV show. It's definitely going to make Hasbro have a boost in Transformers sales, however that may be. Because I think this film, it's going to please fans of the old. It might make people that left Transformers because of the Michael Bay films come back and be like, yeah, Transformers is back on top. And I think it'll also create a new generation of Transformers fans as well. I do hope that we do get a sequel and maybe a trilogy out of this new Transformers One-like universe, because it definitely sets things up. I feel like, the second film could be like, the war for Cybertron, and then the third one could be the fall of Cybertron, and it leads and ends with the remainder of the Autobots leaving Cybertron and coming to Earth. I think they could do a trilogy, if that makes any sense, of this. I mean, there's games, there's comics, there's books, there's so much Transformers lore that they could dive into, that I think this film sets that up perfectly. But like I said, if you just watch this movie solo without having any Transformers knowledge whatsoever, you're still going to be able to enjoy this film. And you can enjoy this film just as a solo Transformers adventure as well. So if you guys haven't seen Transformers 1 because you're kind of on the fence because of the trailers, I highly encourage you guys, go check it out. Like I said, my full-length review is going to be coming out very soon, so look forward to that. I will be diving into spoiler territory then. But my solid score as it sits right now is a 9.5 out of 10. And I hope this video was fun for you guys to watch and informative. Like I said, go check it out. It is one of those movies I highly encourage you guys, check it out in theaters. The movie theater experience for this film is worth the ticket admission price. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an excellent day. Peace out. Autobots, roll out.